everyone, it's Sarah, the owner and creator behind Multifarious Nature. Welcome. If you're a new viewer, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. And if you're a returning viewer, welcome back. Lots of exciting things to talk about today, and I hope the camera will behave itself with the lighting this time. Last video came in and out constantly, so hopefully it will behave itself today. The weather is kind of crummy out right now. It's getting really cloudy and it's supposed to storm. So I do have my light that I'm using, so hopefully it won't come in and out on you guys. I hope. Alright, so shop update. Advent calendars. So I do have some advent calendars still available in the shop, and that is the Multifarious Nature 2021 Christmas Advent countdown calendar. So it is 25 days of yarn, and they're 24 mini skeins and then one 100-gram full-size skein. The 24 minis are 20 grams each. They are all 100% Peruvian Highland wool, so a wonderful, squishy, beautiful yarn that takes color amazingly, and it's nice and warm, so it'll be excellent for the winter time. Something you can make with it that you'd want to wear. You can make anything with an advent calendar, and I made a beautiful shawl last year, and I'm debating I might do that same shawl again with my calendar this year. I don't know. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do yet, but that's kind of where I'm leaning. And yeah, so I just wanted to let you guys know that they are still available. And let me see if there's any other little notes that I have here. Oh yeah, and there's other goodies in there too. There's going to be some other goodies mixed in throughout the calendar. So it'll be super fun. I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm going to open mine with you guys. So I hope you will enjoy and take advantage of that if you are able. There's only a couple available still, so I just wanted to make sure you guys knew that there's extremely limited quantity. I am a one-woman show. I hand-dye everything myself, and I have to make these all myself. So there are just a few available. So once they're gone, they're gone. Anyway, all right. So we're going to talk about, we'll get to that in a second, but I'm really super excited. I have never done one of these before. I have never done a mystery knit along. So I haven't done one because I was slightly terrified that it would take me forever and I wouldn't finish it. And for some reason, the thought of not finishing it deterred me from trying, and that's too bad. So I am definitely getting faster knitting. I still may not finish this in the time frame that we are working on it, but I'm gonna do it anyway, and I'm really excited about it. So the mystery knit along is done by Stephen West. I've talked about him before. I highly admire his work and his love of color. So super adventurous human being, and I love it. So his mystery knit along is the Shawlography. This is the new one for this year, for 2021. It comes out every October. He's been doing that. So this is, I'm not going to show you more than this page because this is paid for, but I did pay for it. You pay for the pattern, and basically that's how you join the mystery knit along. So if you guys are interested, or you're just wondering, you haven't done a mystery knit along, I highly recommend that you join me. I will, of course, be posting. I post a lot of updates on knitting on Instagram. So, I mean, of course, I'll talk about it in the video as well, but here we are. Westknit Mystery Knit Along 2021 Shawlography. And I'm so excited about it. I'm going to be using my yarn from Multifarious Nature, which I'm super excited about because they are my new fall colors that I've created, and you did see some of them last week. So actually, you probably saw all of these last week, but I'm going to show you again because I was going through my yarn, and I'm pretty positive that this is the set I'm going to land on. So I can tell you this information because this is free, and he talks about it in the little promo about Shawlography. But you need 5 colorways that are 100-gram skeins. So these are the colorways that I'm going to use. So excited. So one of them is not my colorway. This is one that I actually found, well, I didn't find. My mom found it, and my sister at a local thrift store, which I'm so excited because I get to use it. And it's really nice and soft, and it's a really good brand. So that's why I'm so excited, because they got an excellent deal. So it's Juniper Moon Farm Finley, which I want to say is probably closer to, it's like between a lace weight and a fingering. It's probably closer to a lace weight, but I don't care. It's supposed to be fingering weight is the yarn for the shawlography, but I'm gonna use it anyway. So this is a cream color, very, very neutral. They're supposed to be contrasting colors, 5 contrasting colors. They can be light contrast, high contrast, slight speckle, go nuts. Mine are going to be mostly tonal and slightly variegated, so I think that they'll be totally fine together. And I'm still trying to figure out the order I'm going to do them in, but this is the next color. So this is a Multifarious Nature one-off, so this is a one-of-a-kind. I have not dyed this up in full batches. If you guys really like it, I can try to create one like it. It won't be identical, of course, because I did not write down the recipe. This was just me having fun. It's a beautiful salmon tonal. So it has the lighter sections and the darker sections. I absolutely love this color. It is this beautiful neutral that, look at this. It just is, I feel like it would just complement so many people. I really should create this colorway. I should, because I was just messing around and I wanted to create something that was a neutral that I could play with, that would go with like every color that I have. And I finally get to knit with this one, and it's so soft. It's on my, let's see, Superfine Alpaca, Superwash Merino, and Nylon blend. So soft. There's just a slight halo from the alpaca. You can see it on there. Super, super soft and fluffy. Oh, love it so much. That's the base that I'm using for a Comfort Fade Cardi is the alpaca blend. Oh, it's so nice. I just love this color. I don't know. I'll think about it, guys. Maybe I will create a colorway like this. This is actually very similar. You know what? It's similar to Teddy. This is when I was trying to create Teddy. I created this one. And of course I don't have Teddy right here with me. Let me see if I do. Oh, I do. It's remnants from my shawl. So this is Teddy. So you can see this is definitely, this has silk in it. So it's much more, it has much more shine to it because of the silk. But that is the color that I was working to try to create, and this was the precursor to this. So if you're looking for a good neutral, hello Teddy, I already created it. Oh my gosh, guys, it's been a week. So those are my first 2 colorways. This is just a neutral that I found at a thrift store. Nice cream. It's totally getting blown out. It is a cream, so it's off-white. And then I've got my beautiful one-off Multifarious Nature colorway. And then my next one, which these are all my fall colors, and I'm so excited. I don't know what order to put them in, you guys. I'll figure it out. But Mossy. So I have Mossy, and this is, let's see, which base is this one on? I want to say I put this on, it's a merino, it's, 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. It's like my go-to sock base that I have. And this is technically, I'm gonna say it's definitely a tonal, you guys. The darker green, it's like mossy looking and moody and everything you want in colors for fall. And again, super, super soft. This does not have like that halo because it doesn't have alpaca. Alpaca is super soft, but if you are fearful of any type of halo in your yarn, then I highly, highly recommend a merino blend because merino is super, super, super soft. And most people that I've met that are sensitive to certain wools, they can get away with merino usually. Merino is so luxurious. Again, another super soft, beautiful colorway. So that is the next colorway. So I've got Mossy. This I do have in the shop if you are interested. I love it, and I cannot wait to knit with it. And then you can see what it looks like. I will be showing, I will show in my videos. I'll definitely show on Instagram, and I'm going to have to post with the Mystery Knit Along photo before I show an image of what I'm working on, just because Stephen was requested that you do that, just so that you're not like spoiling it for those that might be behind and they're not quite at the section that you're on. So yeah, but that's the next color I have. I may not do it in this order, but that's just what I've got here so far. And then the next one is another light, beautiful one. I took a photo of all these colors next to each other, and I did it in black and white, so I could see the gradation, and there was a good variation of grays, so that tells me it's good contrast. This is Squash, another one of my wonderful fall colorways. It's getting slightly blown out by the light here, but it is a golden yellow. There we go. Kind of. So it's going to be one of those colors that's going to probably be hard to photograph. There, that is what the color looks like in person. It's beautiful golden yellow. It has a nice tonality to it, but there is a slight variegation. So it's kind of hard to see unless maybe if I untwist it completely, but you can kind of see it throughout. There's little hints of like a peachy color throughout, and that is just a slight variegation. It's very subtle, and it just really does remind me of Squash. When you see Squash, there's little hints of other color in there. That is what this is. So this is another one of my more fall colorways that I came out with. I don't really do seasonal colorways, but what can I say? I'm in the fall spirit, and these definitely resonate as fall to me. So this is Squash. So that is the next color that I am going to be doing in the shawlography. And last, but certainly not least, we have Spiced Hot Cocoa. And that one is going to also be part of it. I am basically doing the 3 colorways that I talked about last week. I saw them all together, and I was like, I need to make something with it. And then I saw the announcement for the Mystery Knit Along by Stephen West, and I was like, I want to do that. And I put it all together, and my goodness, they work together so nicely. This is a wonderful tonal yarn, darker, deep and moody brown in there, and lighter like foam from hot cocoa. You know how your hot cocoa gets that foam on there? Get that light coloring of it in there, and it's so soft. This is the Peruvian Highland wool base. So this is what my advent calendar base is going to be for the minis and for the 100-gram skein. This is a 100-gram skein. You can see it is just so beautiful. There's not really much of a halo. It's very slight. It's Peruvian Highland wool. It's very soft. I did the Hokey Locatelli, oh my gosh, my brain, you guys, I'm telling you, it's been a week. If I didn't write some of this stuff down, I don't even know. It's pretty crazy. All the Lights cardigan by Hokey Locatelli. I did this for months. Like, this was a really involved knit. And the fact that anyway, Hokey Locatelli's All the Lights cardigan. I knit that in my Scarlet colorway, and it was also on this base. So if you look at my past videos, you'll see it. I have quite a few where I took the photo, like snapshot photo of the video is the All the Lights cardigan by Hokey Locatelli. And that is in my beautiful Scarlet colorway, which is a gorgeous red. If you're looking for a beautiful tonal, almost slightly variegated red, it's gorgeous. So that is definitely one of my favorites. But this is just, I don't know, I love neutrals, and I love all color. Let's just put that out there if you can't tell from all the colors I have. But I love my moody, deep colors, and neutrals always hold a special place in my heart. So I'm so excited, you guys. These are the colorways that I am going to go with to create my shawlography, and I'm so excited. Oh my. I'm so excited, I'm throwing them everywhere. But here you have it. Those are the colorways, and I'm so excited. If you haven't done a mystery knit along, I highly recommend you join me. Do it with me. Have fun. We can talk about it. We can chat about it in the comments. We can chat about it on Instagram. I'm really excited about it, if you can't tell. I haven't ever done it before, and I don't know, it kind of reminds me of doing the advent calendar that I got last year for Christmas. I had no idea what each color would be, and it was such a gift each day to open it and then be patient and wait for the next section, you know, that I could knit. And it's gonna be like the same thing, except it's a mystery knit along, so you get parts of this knit. You have no idea what it's gonna look like until the very end, and I just love that. I absolutely love it. It's gonna be so much fun. So I want you to join me in it, and I can definitely do a video about some of the Multifarious Nature colorways together to show you some examples if you wanted to purchase some for the shawlography. I can totally do that. I can also, I may do this as well, is take photos and put them on Instagram of the, yeah, I think I probably will do that too, just so you guys can see some examples, because you can just really mix and match. There were so many that I mean, look behind me here. No, this is a very light variation. These colorways here, and we have Brunhilde's hair, which is a gorgeous, deep and moody purple. Oh gosh, I love it so much. And then Balsam Fur, which is amazing, variegated with dark blue and green. And then we have Stormy Skies, which I wanted to use too because it's a nice moody gray that has blue in it. And it just reminds me of the stormy skies coming in over Lake Michigan. Oh, I'm just gonna leave that there. I'm a mess today, you guys. I'm just a mess. Anyway, so excited about Shawlography by Stephen West. Check it out. He has it on Ravelry. I think Gumroad is another. Just look up Shawlography on YouTube and you'll find it out. All the information you need there. On to the works in progress, shall we? So we've got a bunch of progress on the Comfort Fade Cardi. I've been working on it like crazy. I really, really want to finish it because I have, well, obviously the shawlography that I want to work on in October, and October is right around the corner. And I also have another project I want to work on. So many projects. And I still need to finish that mitten for the Operation Warm Up Flint. Oh my gosh, so many projects. Operation Warm Up Flint, by the way, I'm just going to reiterate on that. October 15th will be the last day post date for sending me items for Operation Warm Up Flint. Please participate if you're able. You can do anything. If you have a knitting machine, please utilize it. Like, that's what I'm going to do, because I was going to do the slip stitch hat, and yeah, that's not going to happen. I decided it's not going to happen. So we're going to take that yarn and I'm going to turn it into a hand cranked using my knitting machine, and that way I can crank out a couple hats because I really want to donate a nice amount to this group. I love what they do and I'd love to participate and help with that. So if you want to participate, you can make any garment. It's hats, mittens, gloves, any item. You could, if you only make one, that's amazing. And so you'll just ship that to my P.O. box. I have that down below. I will only have that for a limited time. I'm pretty certain that I'm going to cancel it after, after this situation. But if you ship it to that, I will then gather all of those and ship them out, and then I will draw prize winners for those that participate, because I really do want to reward you guys for helping. I mean, it's just such a nice thing that you take your time and your treasure. I mean, these are items that you've purchased, and that you're willing to share that with others is amazing. So I will definitely do a giveaway for that. So if you're interested, have any questions, please let me know. If you do ship me something, please also let me know that you've shipped something to me. That way I know it's coming and can expect it. And yeah, slight tangent. All right, so now we're going to get back to the works in progress. Comfort Fade Cardi by Andrea Mowry. I'm going to be careful here because of, oh good, I'm mid-row. It's actually maybe a good thing that I'm mid-row. Maybe not. I don't know. Okay, I have to be careful because I might drop my stitches. Oh my gosh, guys. So I got both the sleeves done. Last time I had one sleeve done and I was working on the other. So I've got my other sleeve done. It has been a couple weeks, so that's why I have some progress. I'm going to try to be very, very careful and not drop my stitches. because I'll probably scream if I drop my stitches. That would just be tragic. Anyway, I am working on the neck at the moment. So it's the like shawl collar that is on this beautiful cardigan. So this beautiful cardigan is using Multifarious Nature colorways. I will rattle them off from the top to the bottom. So we've got the gorgeous Dusk, which is this deep, moody, I love moody colors. I feel like I say moody a lot, but I mean, it's moody. Is that not moody? It's this dark, moody, deep, navy kind of color. Oh, so wonderful. And then we've got this one here is Cranberry, which, oh, it's another fall color. These colors just scream fall to me, and I'm so excited about fall. So we've got Dusk, Cranberry, which is also a beautiful tonal, semi-solid tonal. It's very slight tonality to it. And then we also have Pumpkin, which is on my alpaca. So this is that alpaca blend that I have, and so is Dusk. And so is the final colorway. The only one that is on 100% superwash merino is Cranberry. So we've got Pumpkin, and last but certainly not least, Caramel Corn, which is such a fun fall color. I feel like this is a fall color. I think this is one of the colors I created last fall, and I just love it so much. It's so fun. I mean, there's like browns in there. You've got your golden yellow, light yellow, deeper browns. It knits up beautifully, and it was a bit of a process to create, but I just love it so much, and I have that on here. So I did actually change the order. Okay, so I went with the pattern basically entirely for this cardigan. However, I did switch up the order of the yarns in the collar because I wanted certain colors to be near my face. So normally the color starts with Dusk and then it's supposed to go into Cranberry, but I changed that because I have a lot more. I have 150 grams of the Cranberry yarn, and that color looks really good against my skin versus, I mean, caramel corn's not terrible, but I feel like caramel corn yellows just tend to blast my skin out a little bit more. So it just does. So I'm trying to be realistic. So I went to caramel corn next, and then I'm doing Cranberry, and then I will fade to the end with Pumpkin. So I changed my order a little bit for the shawl collar, but otherwise everything else is to pattern. And I'm so excited, you guys. So excited. It's almost there. Look how fun that is, that fade. Isn't it just so fun and vibrant and just wonderful? And Andrea did one that was definitely more of a subtle fade if you want something that really looks like a fade. But if you want something that fades from one color to the next and is more, dare I say, Stephen West oriented, super fun and colorful, there you have it. That's what this is. This just reminds me so much of, I don't know, it kind of reminds me of retro. I don't know. It's just amazing. I'm really excited about it. I'm pretty proud of it. I worked really, really hard on this. And then I have my little Lock and Lou progress keeper, little daffodil. So cute. But anyway, I'm really excited, and I can't wait to cuddle up in it because this is using my yarn, and it's so soft. You guys, it's so soft. If you've never worked with alpaca and you're curious about trying it, I highly recommend my base, the alpaca merino. I think it's 20-60-20, 20% super fine alpaca, 60% superwash merino, 20% nylon. It's so soft, and it's mostly merino, which like everybody can wear for the most part. I know there's some people that are just sensitive to all wool apparently, which, gosh, you guys, it's such a bummer. It's so sad. Anyway, next, Eat and Wrap. So I worked on it quite a bit. So now I have like these two panels, and now I'm working down the back, and I'm using the like lace weight, actually it's fingering. It's like fingering weight that I dyed up, and this is my Withering Heights colorway. It is a different blend for the lighter weight yarn, so you can definitely see there's like a line when I switched to that. I did them in the same dye bath, you guys. So that's a perfect example of different bases are gonna take the dye differently. But I don't care because that's where my shoulders are, because this is, I believe, okay, I don't exactly know how this is gonna go, but I know it has something to do with this. So pretty sure it's gonna be something along these lines, and you're not gonna see the line because the line is gonna be at the top of my shoulders, where a seam usually is. So it'll totally hide itself. I'm not terribly worried about that. However, one thing is, I don't have a lot of this. I was pretty sure I would have enough for this pattern, but I might run out. So I might break into my Withering Heights that I have over here caked up. This is on my Superwash Merino silk base, which is gorgeous. There's that beautiful sheen to it. If you're looking for something with sheen and wonderful drape, especially for shawls, you can do it for tops too, but oh my gosh, a shawl. Oh, I made a shawl with my Teddy, and I think I did it with Cranberry as well. Oh my gosh, it's so, so, so soft, you guys, and beautiful, and it's in a prior video. Oh gosh, it's the Camino Shawl. It's amazing, and this is the base that I primarily used, was the silk merino blend. It's like heaven. Oh, it's wonderful. It's warm, and yet it's not overpowering. It doesn't make you hot, really. I guess if it was 90 degrees out, it'd probably make you hot, but I feel like it's an excellent transitional piece if you use the silk blend. It's just cooling feel. If you've ever worn silk, you probably understand what I'm saying. But yes, so this is Withering Heights, and so is that other one that I just showed you. And it's this, again, moody. I tell you, I love the moody stuff. And it's gray and like a violet, but it's super, it's just a light toenail, or light variegation. It mostly reads as a gray, but it does have that violet undertone. So oh my gosh, I just love it. And the name, I feel like it just fits it. Withering Heights, the moors, I don't know. Yeah. And I cannot wait to finish this so that that will be done as well, and then I can wear it. I don't know how I'm gonna wear it yet, but I'm looking forward to it. And I love this color. It's just like my favorite gray because I love purple and I love gray. So this is just everything. I'm not quite sure how this is going to be finished. I'm just trying to follow the directions, but so far directions are quite simple. Hopefully it will go well, and I'm still got about, I think, a bit of a ways to go on that before it's done, but I'm getting there. And I'm loving knitting with my colorways. That is not one of my bases that I sell, though. That was yarn that I got from, like, as a souvenir. I like to get yarn as souvenirs when I travel, but this is on my base. So this is that Withering Heights again. You can really, I don't know why, but you really see that violet undertone here. Oh my gosh, look at that sheen. Can we just take a minute and appreciate the sheen on the Withering Heights? Is it gorgeous or what? Oh, I love it. What can I say? Anyway, oh, and the Eden wrap, I probably should mention the designer, is Wrap-Kajsa Vuovela. I always say that name wrong, but anyway, sorry, Kasha. So let's go to my other section, kind of life update section. We're gonna go with other. Handspun. So I've been spinning still, of course. I do that a little bit. I definitely knit more, but I've been spinning more after work which is very relaxing. And I showed you my first hand spun, which is, it was like a viscose. Well, this is actually wool. This is my first wool hand spun, which I'm very excited about. It's definitely has its variation in the thickness and thinness of the yarn. It does. But I am getting better. It is not as much of an art yarn as my first one, which is a huge improvement in my mind. And because of the way I applied it, because I have to use the Turkish spindle to apply it, I did a center pole ball and pulled from the center and outer, and then plied it that way. So like where I started and where I ended got plied together at the same time. So the thicker is where I started and the thinner is where I ended. I definitely did get more consistent. And here, I should probably show you guys. So this is a Cotswold fleece. There's a lot of firsts here. This is the first wool that I have ever spun, and it is also the first wool fleece that I have ever purchased, cleaned. So I scoured this, and then I spun it, and then combed it, and then spun it. So here we are. This is a Cotswold fleece. It was a variegated fleece. So when you look at the fleece, it's multiple colors. There's the dark, like black color. There was the white, like cream color, and then there was areas where the black kind of got sunburned or sun bleached. I think that's what they call it. So it has like a little light brown tips to it. And when I carded it, I actually kind of blended it together when I was doing that. And by doing that, I actually created gray, which is awesome because I like gray. And this is a natural gray. I mean, this is right off the sheep. You can see that wonderful halo. This is definitely more rustic. So I think I'll be okay. I think I can wear it next to skin and I will be okay. It feels very similar to Plutolopi, which is Icelandic wool. It does feel very similar to that. So I think I will be okay if I make a sweater out of it. Now this is hand spun, so making a sweater may be risky, but I have an entire fleece, you guys. I have a 2.5 pounds, I'm pretty sure, of this wool. So it's completely scoured. I still have to card it, so I've only carded, I do the carding in sections because it's a process. And then I make roll legs, and then I take the roll legs and I spin it. If you don't know much about spinning, don't worry, neither do I. But this is what it's looking like so far. And I love the sections where I have the darker gray and the creamy white color showing through and twisted up. It creates a beautiful twist. So you can see I definitely do have like bigger sections and tighter ones here and there. But overall, I think it's pretty consistent. I want to say it's probably like a worsted, maybe an Aran weight. I don't think it's going to be considered a bulky. I think sections probably would be considered bulky weight. But overall, I want to say it's probably more like an Aran weight. But I am getting better, you guys. And there are areas that are like DK weight. I am getting better. And it smells so good. I washed it with Eucalan. I did Unicorn Power Scour for the cleaning of the fleece. And then when I washed it after spinning, I used the Eucalan in lavender, which smells so good. And it just has that slight sheepy smell, but very slight. It smells so good, you guys. Anyway, I am really excited about it. So I still obviously have a ways to go before I can make a sweater out of it, but I am going to do that. I'm gonna make just a, I don't know what sweater I'm going to make yet. I'm guessing one that's going to be a very basic sweater in construction, like probably a raglan. Raglans fit me the best, so it'll probably be a raglan. And I'm looking forward to it so much. And I think that a basic raglan will really show off the beautiful hand spun, because I do want to appreciate it. So, pretty sure that's what I'm going to make with it. Not 100%, but I'm pretty sure. So that's what I've been working on. Speaking of fleeces, so I purchased another fleece, actually 2 more technically, and they're merino. Oh my gosh. So I bought them from 2BU, so number 2, B, and then EWE. Or BE, sorry. So 2BE and then EWE. I'll leave a link below. They are out of Colorado, and they have beautiful variety of sheep. That's where I got my Cotswold, actually. That was from them as well. And then they were on the wool spinning community on Facebook, and they did another online sale, and I looked at their pre-listings, and I saw this, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's merino, because last time I got in on the action kind of late, and all the merino, of course, was sold out because it goes so fast. And this time around, I actually got in on the action early, saw the pre-photos, and snatched those puppies up. They have reasonable prices for their fleeces. One was a light veggie matter, so I didn't have a whole lot of cleaning. There was a bit of cleaning still, but there wasn't as much as the Cotswold. So the Cotswold that I had was a medium veggie matter. This was quite dirty. It needed serious cleaning, but I mean, they warned me. And it was priced accordingly, where this one is definitely merino. It's wonderful. You know, it has some cleaning that needs to be done, but it's not terrible at all. It's mainly the lanolin. There's a lot of lanolin for merino because of the way their wool is. So, I mean, it's quite wonderful because even after scouring it, I mean, it has a decent amount of lanolin still in it. There are sections that I've washed that I definitely feel like I need to scour them again. They're just still pretty dirty in spots. So it's just because the lanolin's holding the dirt in. So I do need to do that. I've only cleaned the one. I was going to clean both fleeces yesterday, and that did not happen because that was quite a process. It's a physically involved process. And I did a 5-pound fleece, and I was like, okay, I'm done. Plus, I don't have the room to dry it. So I still have a 2.5-pound fleece that needs to be washed, but we're going to do that on a different weekend. Definitely a weekend job. But it's nice. It was nice and sunny yesterday, so I had the wool out drying in the sun, which was amazing. It's still a little damp, but we're getting there. Anyway, it's really exciting. And oh yeah, did I mention this is a 2-ply? Sorry guys, I'm all over the place. 2-plies. I don't know if I'll ever do a 3-ply. Maybe. I'm definitely enjoying 2-plies though. It just gives it that little bit extra strength and structure. Yeah. Anyway. So what have you guys been up to? What are the projects you're working on? I'd love to hear about it. Please comment below. Let me know. I'm always curious to know what you're working on, whether it be knitting, crochet, anything else. If you're painting, I'd love to hear about it. I haven't painted in a long time, but I do quite enjoy painting. So I'd love to hear about it. If you're a spinner and you are spinning, I'd love to hear about that too, because I'm just starting to delve into that and I love it. And yeah, I think I'll leave you guys there. Oh my gosh, it's been a minute. It's kind of a long video. Thank you so much for spending your time with me if you're still here. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. I hope you're staying happy, healthy, and I hope you're creating. Have a great rest of your week, guys. Take care. Bye.